What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel with another YouTube video. There's so much to talk about today, I don't even know where to start. But before I even start, make sure to hit that like button for me. The first bug isn't really common, but I still want you guys to be aware about it. This isn't the biggest bug, but it's on my top 4. The location of this bug will be in 1F and kitchen and clubhouse. I have some gameplay of the bug.
As you guys see, he was having trouble getting out. You're not getting out. You're given a spot, you're cooked. According to Ubisoft's bug reporter, here's how it happens. First, you vault over the cutlery drawers in the kitchen, then you move into a very specific spot between the counter and the garbage can, and just like that, your operator gets completely stuck. Now, I don't think this is something you're going to run into every single match, but if someone figures it out, it could definitely be abused, especially in ranked. The good news is that Ubisoft already knows about it. The report is currently marked as open, so they're aware of the issue, but a fix hasn't been released yet. If you've actually experienced this bug yourself, you can head over to Ubisoft's bug reporter, upvote the report, or submit any extra information that might help them reproduce it faster. Let's move on to bug number 2.
If you're enjoying the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up so I could keep pushing out amazing content to you guys. Thank you guys for all your support the past 2 days. Again, do not forget to comment down below if you deal with any of these glitches. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Part 2. Bug number 2, Rook armor plates. There is an ongoing problem with Rook, not Rook himself, but his armor plates. They're not behaving the way they're supposed to. Now the problem is his armor plates can't be pinged. When Rook is on the enemy team, his armor plates can't be pinged instead of a unique gadget ping. So what this means is instead of you getting a unique ping, it's going to be regular. What this means is you will not be getting a special ping. I'm not saying every game this will happen, but some games, if you don't get a special ping, this is the reason. This is why. Ubisoft is currently working on it. I am very sure this is an easy fix. We most likely won't see it until the next update. I'm expecting that. I think update 2.3 on to the third bug. Okay, the third one is Doc's stim pistol. If you're a Doc main, you might want to listen up. His stim pistol has no effect on teammates while being revived, which means his teammates get no additional effect or nothing. But there's a medium chance of this happening. This doesn't really happen a lot as that we know of, but it can happen. I'm expecting this to also be fixed in the next update, hopefully. Ubisoft did say they're investigating it. Just be aware. If you're a Doc main, just keep that in mind. But the good news is Ubisoft is working on this update right now. When I checked, I'm pretty sure it said it was in progress. So just be on the lookout for that in the recent patch notes or check out my channel. I will put down a link in the comments to the bug reporter website. The faster we report these bugs, the faster they can fix the game and make it way better and a better experience for us. With that being said, on to the 4th bug.
Here's bug number 3, and this one's a pretty interesting visual issue involving Deimos. If you activate Deimos' death mark right before a round ends, the game can carry over the cooldown animation into the next round. When you switch to defense, you'll notice your defender's gadget has a cooldown bar on it, even though it shouldn't. Here's how to reproduce it. 1. Play as Deimos and activate death mark just before the attacking round ends. 2. In the next round, switch to defense and pick any operator other than recruit. 3. You'll notice your defender gadget displays a fake cooldown bar that was carried over from Deimos' ability. The good news is this appears to be a visual bug only. It doesn't actually put your defender gadget on cooldown, but it can definitely be confusing in the middle of a match. Ubisoft has acknowledged this issue and it's currently being tracked by the development team. So if you've noticed this weird cooldown bar before, now you know exactly what's causing it.
Great. But like always, with bad news, there's good news. The good news is Ubisoft already knows about it. The report is marked as open, which means that developers are aware about and issue is being investigated. Let's keep it moving, we still got a couple bugs to cover. Alright, here's another bug you guys should know about. This one can actually mess with your decision making during a match.
Bug number 5. Okay, this bug can actually mess with your decision making. Depending on what kind of player you are, this can be a serious bug. The objective markers are often not pointing at the bomb actual location. The reason why this can be a big problem and a decision-making problem is rotation. Rotation is everything. and not knowing the bomb location is a big factor in Rainbow Six Siege Mobile. But how often does this happen? 1 out of 5. So it doesn't happen too crazy, but there's a chance you might be the next person. But once again, Ubisoft knows about it. They're working on it. But just like the Rook ping situation I just explained, I don't know about y'all, but it's a little bit correlation.
Ubisoft has already acknowledged the issue. It's currently planned to be fixed in the next update 2.3, so we should see a patch for it soon. Hopefully we see a patch for it in the next update or soon before that, but overall this is something you should keep an eye out for. But next bug, again, just keep an eye out on for these bugs. If you see a bug,
Bug 6. This bug right here is probably one of the most common bugs. At least you probably dealt with at least once or twice while playing Rainbow Six Siege. Pretty sure everybody knows it at this point.
Alright, if you've ever crashed out of a ranked match and tried to jump back in, you might have run into this next bug. Right now, there's an issue where trying to rejoin an ongoing ranked game can actually crash your game again. Here's how it works. If you disconnect, leave the match, or even get kicked for some reason, imagine grinding ranked, trying to climb, and then your game crashes. You rush to reopen it, hit rejoin, and nothing. Now your team is down a player, you're probably getting penalized, and there's nothing you can do. That's exactly what this ranked rejoin crash bug is causing. Enough for players to report it, and if it happens during ranked, you already know how frustrating that can be. The good news is Ubisoft has officially acknowledged the issue, and it's currently planned to be fixed in update 2.2.1. So if you've experienced random crashes while trying to rejoin ranked matches, chances are it's this bug, not your phone. If you've run into it yourself, make sure to head over to Ubisoft's bug reporter and give it an upvote. Every report helps the developers prioritize fixes faster. Now let's check out the next bug. So those are some of the biggest gameplay bugs affecting ranked right now. The good thing is Ubisoft is actively tracking a lot of these reports, but there's still plenty of work to do. Now let's switch gears and look at a bug that doesn't affect ranked reconnects. Instead, it changes how one of the strongest defenders.
this is a very new bug. This bug actually just came out, but the Ubisoft team knows about it, so I'm expecting this bug to be fixed by next update. If not, maybe sooner than that. With that being said, let's get into it. If you're a Maestro's player, you're going to want to know about this one. Apparently, Maestro's Evil Eye camera has a weird hitbox issue. Normally, you expect the glass lens to be the weak spot, alright? Well, not with this bug. If you melee the glass directly, the camera actually kicks no damage. But if you hit the metal body anywhere around the camera, the lens breaks instantly. Here's how you to reproduce it. First,
Pick Maestro second, place down an Evil Eye, now melee the glass lens, you'll notice nothing happens, then melee the metal body of the gadget instead, and just like that, the lens gets destroyed. So basically, the damage is registering on the wrong part of the gadget. This bug was just reported this morning, so it's still under investigation by Ubisoft. If you're testing gadgets or just trying to understand how the game works, this is definitely one to keep an eye on.
so it's still under investigation. There's might be something you see later in the day. If you're testing gadgets or just trying to understand how the game works, this is definitely one to keep an eye on. If you felt like your shots should have landed,
Before I start, if you made it this far to the end of the video, might as well hit that subscribe button and that like button. This is probably the biggest bug fix of the day. Bullets are not registering. I don't think I said that right, but it's whatever. Players are reporting bullets not hitting enemies. They're seeing effects. They're seeing blood, but no kills. This can be very stressful, I ain't gonna lie. Knowing that you shot your enemy with a shotgun and they're still not dying, they're still up. So hopefully, I think this is gonna take time to get fixed, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like every game has their problems. Even the normal R6 has these problems, these technical difficulties. But yeah, this is probably like, I think they're working on this one. This is probably the biggest complaint. I'm pretty sure the biggest complaint. Bullets not hitting, bullets not registering. Like, you know, you just shot your enemy and they're not dead. They're still up walking around. But I'm not gonna put it all on devs, because what if you got bad FPS? What if you got bad Wi-Fi? What if it's really not, no man, it's on you. You just got an old phone. Like, hear me out. If you having glitches back to back, your phone is bad, I ain't gonna lie. You might need to play on a new phone. But if it's not you and it's the game, then that's something Ubisoft need to work on. That was the last glitch of the day. Thank you guys for tuning in, listening to everything I have to say, me explaining these glitches. Hopefully, The next update comes out very soon. I'm ready for this game. I'm ready to